Hello, I'm here for day 26 of my Christmas time coloring page series. And this one, as you can see, is pretty involved. It's pretty involved, but this is a snowman that's pointing the way to Santa's house. And in our last two pages, actually our last three, we saw children mailing letters off to Santa, and yesterday Santa receiving the mail from the elves. So now today we're on our way to where Santa may live, because it says Santa's. All right, so that's where we are, and we are looking for our colors to see what color we want to use. I was wondering, do I want to make this a nighttime scene, since I see the moon is out and stars, right? So maybe we will make this a nighttime scene. Someone wrote me in the comments and said that they were enjoying the series, and I was very happy to hear from her. It doesn't matter who will comment, I will respond, because that's probably the whole purpose. Engagement. I'm trying to see what shade of purple is going to be the best for a night scene. I think it was going to be one of these. This is that one. So let's see what this one was again. Yeah, maybe this. Because it's purple, but we want to make sure that it's still, nighttime, kind of, not looking like we just threw purple in there. But at night, when the stars are out and the sky is nice dark blue, it has a hint of purple to it, especially if it's going to rain, right? Let's check how much ink we got in here. Yep, it's almost out. Let me get me some blue out the drawer. Uh-oh, sorry. Gotta move this just a wee bit so I can reach these. Sorry. And this, oh man, this lamp, let me see if I can push the lamp up again, because it always does this. I don't know why it keeps getting dark. Maybe because I moved my little, what you call these things? You call them, my mind wants to say strobe light, but it's really a, what you call these things? I can never call their names. I'll think about it in a minute. My mind is heavy. I'm trying to ignore the heaviness of what's going on in my thinking this evening. But these things are called ring lights. And I be thinking strobe light. It's not strobe light. That's something when you're at a disco some kind of way. Something like that. So how have you guys been today? How has your day been? I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you are. That your evening is going well. You've had a great day. Some people are in the nighttime like me, and some people are in the daytime, and their day is just beginning, or they're in the middle of their day. while others are sleeping because it's very late already. So I just want to say hey and see how you guys are doing, how you're faring on this day. I saw all these pretty stars and I thought, well, maybe this is a nighttime scene. And then with the moon, I guess we can make it nighttime. So here we go. Put a little purple up in the clouds a little bit because clouds represent rain, right? Now why does one to be acting like that? Right. So, excuse me. I just finished painting the Santa for, excuse me, for today. Took me a long time to paint that Mexico Santa because I didn't really know how I was going to do. I'm sorry, I need to drink some water. Like a little dust mite came all at once. I'm not sure why. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But I wasn't sure how I was going to paint that Santa. I almost left him like he was because it was scary to think of how to paint him. I have one even a little more involved. I think he'll be easier. But the Mexico one had all kinds of, you know, colors and almost patterns. Excuse me, I don't know what's happening, but I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Okay, so that's looking all right, I think, for a nighttime sky. I just put a little bit more in here. Don't mean it's going to rain because it's cloudy at night. But clouds do represent rain, but it could snow. So just put this little purple in there. Add a little more pretty to it or something. Now, this is that greenish color. Excuse me. And this is the orange one. Right, this is the one I'm looking for. It's pretty from where I'm sitting because I can see a little bit of the sparkles. Okay. Now, do I want to add the same color to the moon, or do I want to use that greenish looking one? Wonder if I want to use that greenish looking yellow. You probably can't even tell, to tell the whole truth. They almost look the same, only I can tell a little better from where I'm sitting that there is this hint of green mixed in. And maybe you can tell too. All right, and now we got that. Let's do our poinsettias. Man, I've been trying to treat my cats. I think my cat, my oldest one, who is my tripod, I think they might have some ear mites. I'm not sure. But he keeps shaking his head. So I looked it up, and they said it could be and that they only last 3 to 5 days. But if it's a bad infestation, then they will leave eggs. And while those present ones die off, the other ones will hatch a few days later. So I don't know, but today is the first day that I really saw him try to like lick his paws to rub his ears. So I ordered the ear mite medication over the counter. I've been looking it up and reading on it from several sites and watching a couple of YouTube videos for this stuff. And my thoughts are somebody by now, okay, should have already come up with something for how to treat these cats for this kind of thing. That's better than trying to put these eardrops in their ears, because they don't like that. Cats don't like you doing nothing to them. A dog is different. Maybe you can get away with it a day or 2 or 3. Excuse me, with a dog. They might not like it either, depending on what type of dog it is. But a cat ain't going for it. And I guess primarily because, you know, that's what they listening with. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's what, maybe I'll use a pink. No. That's what they listening with. They don't want you messing with their ears. And it was a challenge for real to try and do the little one, because he just started shaking his head maybe a week ago. But the big one, he's been doing it for about, I don't know, about 3 weeks or whatever. Going on a month. And I'm like, why you keep shaking your head like that? And I just began to look it up, because I'm not a vet and I couldn't tell if that was his case. So, you know, when I first bought them, not bought them, but put on them their collars, my daughter actually got their collars for them. And when I put the collars on them, they kept shaking their head and licking their neck like this, trying to lick that neck to get that thing off of them. And they were shaking their heads and all of that, and, you know, trying to scratch it off and all these things. So I wasn't real sure, you know, what was happening with my cat shaking his head like that. Just kept shaking his head. Wasn't all the time, like constantly and every day, but, you know, at some point I noticed, like, why you shaking your head like that? Because it was pretty hard. You could hear his ears flapping. It's like, you don't need to be shaking your head that hard. I don't care what's going on. But I got that little medicine today, and that thing gonna say, the medicine gonna say, squeeze 5 to 10 drops. Listen, if you can get close enough to their ear, that's gonna be the blessing right there. That's going to be the blessing. But I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and I kept praying. And I was praying while I was making my attempt, because nobody's here but me and them. And it's like, I don't have anybody to, you know, hold them and help me to get this thing done. So God, it's me and you. And the Lord gave me favor, because the big one, the tripod, he came on down and he laid on the floor, and I was rubbing him and scratching him. And and then next thing I know, I had the eardrops in my hand, because I had it under my arm, I don't know, for about an hour, because, you know, I wanted to be warm when it goes down in his ear. And so I've been holding it under my arm while he was still somewhere napping. And when he came down, he laid on the floor. And I was, just scratching them and rubbing them, because that's usually what they do. When they wake up from their nap, they come look for their mama. And they just, walk around my legs or whatever. I'm sitting at this desk painting or whatever I'm doing for YouTube. Or I'm over at the other craft table. And they come to me and they walk around. The white one will walk all around me or something like that. Or just rub up against my legs like, hi, mommy. And I'm like, hi, Pootie. And then the black one, he will come and he'll just stretch up. See, because he got all of his legs. He'll stretch all up and scratch. Not scratch, but just extend his paws. And his little claws do come out a little bit and be in my chair arms. And I'd be like, get off my chair to the arms. And he still be holding on like, okay, what you doing? And I'm like, okay, you're not listening to me at all, are you? But that's what they do. And I got a chance to squeeze a little bit in the little cat ear. And he wasn't too happy. I had their little treat, the churro, whatever it is, CHURRO, cat squeezable treats. And I had 2 of them. So they usually share one. And sometimes I let them share 2. Because, listen, they cost $30, $32 a box for $50. And they can't be eating them like it's candy, okay? It's not candy. It costs a little change. And so I said, okay, this is going to have to be my help. They're going to have to get their own individual treat every time I treat their ears. So I'm going to have to hurry up and buy them another box because they're going to go through this real fast. And so the little one let me get like 1 ear. I ain't even get the other ear, but it's like, what can I do about it? Ain't nothing I can do. I just had to let that be what it was. And the big one, when he laid on the floor, I squeezed it in there. And he looked, and he was shaking his head a little bit, and he was laying there. I said, okay. He okay with it. He not too upset with me. He doing all right. Let's see. We need some colors, honey. I'm sick of using these same colors. So he just let me go ahead and do it. And I was happy. And then he got up like, hold on, wait a minute. What is that? There's something running down in my ear. And I was like, it's okay, my baby. I was talking to him real nice so he can calm down. And he kept on licking his treat. And I was like, please, Polaris, let me just please, baby, put it in there because I'm trying to help you. And he let me do it a little bit. And I did that. And then I had to get that other ear. He wasn't too happy about it. But I kind of snuck it in there some kind of way. While he was licking away at his little treat, he was happy about that. And I was happy about him focusing on the treat because that's what I needed him and wanted him to be doing. Focus on your little treat. And he did. And I was glad because I needed that thing to work out for me because it ain't easy at all. So somebody got to come up with something. I was in here thinking, I wonder if I can develop a thing. Listen, you ain't no daggone medical doctor, girl. Sit down. That's where I was at with the whole thing. Excuse me. You ain't no medical doctor. How you going to develop something? Right? But I'm thinking by now somebody had better do something because they should have something by way you can just go ahead and apply something to the edge of a Q-tip and then just rub it in the ear at the opening, like go around in a complete circle and leave it. And then just that, you know, will that will then cause, you know, the medicine to do a thing. And you just do that a couple days a week. Now, they might not let you get that close to them then either, but at the same time, you can try it, because that's what they should come up with. Because that whole trying to squeeze something down in their ear, that thing ain't jiving. They're not for it at all. And I guess it might work for, you know, people who have, you know, some helpers. But those of us who ain't got no help right there present, it ain't helping us. So, alright. Let's try to make these like color lights or something. That's what I'm trying to do. Make it like color lights. Alright. Let's put this around here. Gotta mix these purples up. Yeah. I think it's this. Is it? No, it's not. It might be. Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah, they definitely need to come up with something. Cause I was looking that thing up on YouTube, on Google, how much it costs to have some kind of treatment like that done, and they talking about $200 to $300, depending on the case severity, and then perhaps up to $1,000. I was like, that's not okay. That is not okay. Man. All I can do is trust God and keep going, because ain't no way. You got 2 cats? I told the Lord I did not consider that this could potentially be a problem like this, because I just didn't know. I just did not know. I had a cat. My first cat I had for 16 years. I never had a situation like that. He had fleas one time because I brought some kind of plant home from the nursery at the Home Depot where they was nursing plants, you know, growing them back up or something. I don't know. Something died and they was trying to revive it. I'm not sure how the whole thing was working. But I brought this tree-like plant home, and I left it at the bottom of my staircase, and it seems like the thing was okay. You know, it came from Home Depot. I didn't get it out the street or from somebody's house. Next thing I knew, my cat was, he was scratching a lot around his ears with his paws, like on top of his head. And I kept seeing all these black things look like around his little eye, his whiskers that come out of his eyelash. And not his eyelash, but you know, his low brow, and got some little whiskers right there that come out, like the whiskers that come out his cheek. It's about 2 or 3. And I kept seeing these little black things, like these black specks on there. I was like, well, what is that? And y'all know how I go. I looked at it, and it looked like when I would look at it and just like move his hair, the thing would disappear. I ain't know. I ain't never had no pet that had fleas. I had a pet when I was a kid, and she had ticks, and I could see the ticks on her ear, and my neighbor pulled them off. And he was like, all you gotta do is get a paper towel and pull it off of her and get her a flea collar after you give her a bath. And so that's what I did. I ain't know nothing about no fleas. We never had no fleas. And the dog that we had was outside all the time. She was always on the back porch. She ain't had no fleas. And when I seen these fleas on my cat, I was like, oh, okay, well, we got to figure this part out because I don't know what to do. And then I got this flea shampoo stuff for the cat, and it came with a little teeny comb. And they was like, you got to put the cat in the bathtub and shampoo it and comb it. And I was like, oh, he not going to like this. But I had him since he was a baby, and he didn't really like a bath, but I gave him one about 4 or 5 times in his life of 16 years. That's it, about 4 or 5 times. From a kitten to a baby. I mean, a kitten to a grown man. Listen, he was an old man when he left this world, but I did that, and I was trying to comb them things, and they was dying in that water some kind of way. And I was like, oh, okay, this is how this is. I ain't know nothing about it. I was glad the Lord didn't let no mighty infestation break out in my house. It was like, you should be very glad, because usually if these fleas come, they get all in your carpet and stuff. I ain't had no real plush carpet. I just had what they call, like office carpet on the bedroom floors, but living room and the kitchen had linoleum. So, I ain't know nothing about no daggone fleas like that. And so now these ear mite things is really something else. It's like, I'm hopeful and prayerful that God will help me, because I can't afford to take them to no vet, nowhere, and I do not want to have to surrender them. I really don't. But if it comes to it, that's what it's going to have to be, because I can't do nothing else. So I bought the medication, and I'm praying that, I don't care. This thing said on the medicine, put 5 to 10 drops in each ear. Do not use the same bottle on, multiple pets. So I bought each one of them their own bottle, and I wrote their name on their bottle so that they can have their own, because maybe, the little one might not have a situation, and the big one might not have that bad of a situation, but it's something trying to be a situation. I don't know. But I bought the medicine. I prayed. I got both of them one. It came today, and I paid Amazon $2.99 to bring it today versus tomorrow. Bring that thing to me today, please, because I don't really know what else to say. So they got that here for me, and we've been trying to work on that, get that going for us, for my boys. Because I will surely be heartbroken, Jesus, if I don't have my cats. I'm just saying. I will surely be heartbroken. And I'm praying it don't come to that. I'm having this conversation with YouTube while I'm coloring, and my real reality is that only 1 or 2 people watch my videos, and I don't even know that they watched the whole thing, or did they just, click on it and go to the end and see what it turned out to be and clicked off. That's the reality that I be under. Like, I'm not a big time YouTuber, I'm not. I'm very, very, very amateur. I'm just trying to be myself and find my own audience, somebody who like to chill with me when I'm doing a thing. Most people are into the shorts. That's where most of my people came from. But I just haven't been able to keep up with shorts because I am definitely trying to get to the junk journaling, and it takes a lot of prep work. It takes a lot. And while I'm trying to do that, I do try to keep putting some content up. So these coloring pages, excuse me, that I came up with a fitting for the season, and they take a long time, just like the painting. The painting takes even longer, so I don't even film that anymore. And yeah, because I know don't nobody want to watch it. So, and if they do, they haven't said anything to me, so I just don't even worry about it. Just do what you can until God does something different. That's where I'm at with this. All right. Santa's house almost looks like gingerbread. What was I getting ready? I forgot what I was getting ready to do. Was I going to go around the whole window? I guess I was. At first I thought about making it all dark brown. That's what I thought about at first. Yeah, let's stay to that. Put the red here. Because I don't want to... Put the red around the window. Excuse me. All right. Okay. That looks cute. That looks cute. I like it, I like it, I like it. I just told myself concerning my cats, I'm not going to even be trying to frustrate them with trying to give them these treatments the way they said they want that 5 to 10 drops twice a day. If I can give him these drops once a day, and then the box said do it until the mites are gone. I can't even see the mites. I can't even see it. They said you can't see it really. That's what they said. You gotta be probably under a microscope to see them, unless the infestation is really, really bad, and then you can either see these eggs of their presence in this really, really dark brown, like coffee grinds. I said, oh, that's nasty. I look at their ears all the time. I'm always playing with my cat's ears. Not playing with them, but, when I scratch them and rub them, I rub their ears, around the back of their ears, because that feels good to them. They like that. And I always, flip their peanut back. Pinna. I always flip it back and I look in their ears because, you just need to do that. When I had a dog, I used to do that, and their ears get waxy a little bit, and you can see a little light brown wax in the dog's ears. And I would just get like a soft piece of cloth, or the sink rag or something like that, and rinse it out with some warm sudsy water. The sink rag is what you clean your bathroom with, okay? And I would get that, and I would rinse it out with some warm water, and I would go ahead and wipe my dog's ears out. Flip his ear back and wipe his ears out, especially when they give him a bath. Because dogs, you got to bathe more than you bathe a cat. They clean themselves all the time. Excuse me. But the dog, you got to make sure that you wipe their ears out and everything. So that's where I was with that. So I always check on my cat's ears. And I'm like, they don't have no kind of brown coffee grind looking stuff in their ears. I'm not playing like that. So that's where I'm trying to see. All right. I'm trying to say maybe if I can just get one drop, it's not just one drop. When I put the thing in their ear, I squeeze it like that. So that one squeeze is one good pinch of a squeeze. And to me, that might be the equivalent of 3 to 4, maybe 5 drops. Just one little squeeze, not no great intense squeeze, because I don't want it to be too much. But if it just, and it only get like 2 drops, I don't care. I'm just do that and do it every other day or whenever I can get it done. I said today is December the 7th, and I might be doing it till January the 7th, because I ain't going to try to do it every day, because I don't want him to be frustrated, and I don't want him to distrust me. Like every time you want to be, acting like you want to hug me or scratch me or pick me up, because I do pick them up and hug them. I pick them up and hold them in my arms and kiss them on their little foreheads and stuff like that. And then it's like, no, because you want to keep doing something to my ear. And I don't want them to feel like that. I don't want them to feel like they can't trust me. So we're not doing that. That's where I'm at with that, okay? So I just want them to know I love them, and I'm trying to take care of them. Trying to look out for them. I don't even know how they even got this, because they said on Google that they will typically pick mites up if they are outside a lot or around other animals that are outside. I'm like, they not outside a lot. They might go on the back porch every now and then. And, excuse me, since it's been cold, they haven't been outside. They've been at the back door. And when it's spring, from springtime until September, then I treat them for their fleas. I give them the front line treatment down the spine of their back from their neck. I'm not playing with that, because we're not doing fleas here. Excuse me. So they start getting that in May, and they get that from May till September. The end of September, they might get their last treatment the first week in October, but it depends. It depends on how that week runs. If it's like, they just got one 2 weeks ago, well, they fine, because it's going to be cold. They're not going back outside, and they don't really be outside unless I'm out the back doing something, and then they can be on the back porch. But that's it. But I use what you call that stuff, bug stop or something like that. Whatever it is, it's I don't know what it is. What you call it? Is it called? I skipped one, man. I was supposed to put them close together. I forgot. Meanwhile, because I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Meanwhile, excuse me. I was trying to think what you call it. Pesticide. I don't even know what you call it. What I used to get this stuff, Spectrum or something like that. I used to get. Now I got something else in there, but it's for all kinds of bugs, inside and outside bugs, and it lasts up to something like 6 months when you spray it. 3 months, 6 months, something like that, in the rain or whatever. And it definitely worked, because when I be going out back in the springtime, you be seeing them black water bugs sometimes be in my backyard by the gate or on the side somewhere, on the fence somewhere, and they be upside down. I said, oh, it's been raining and everything. This stuff ain't no joke. This stuff is on this concrete. These bugs can't handle that. It ain't washing away. And I use that in my house, and I use that in my front and in my back and in my vestibule, because I don't have no time for no bugs coming up in my house. I don't like that. You know, it's for granddaddy long legs and for centipedes and, you know, roaches and cockroaches and any kind of spider, you know, and all kinds of bugs. What you call potato bugs. They got all these names on it. But I sprays my house with that stuff in the springtime. I sprays it, and I don't play that. And I treat my pets, my cats, for this frontline flea and tick, because I ain't got time for that. And I don't even know how they got. I don't even know that they have, but all I know is the boy been shaking his head for a good minute, and it's like, why you shaking your head like that? So, we're just trying to make sure they're good. And I'm just praying that the Lord helps me to keep helping them so that they be good. Because I need them and I want them. They mine. All right, now. All right. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Excuse me. I think I'm going to make the bow gold and the veil silver. That's what I think I'm going to do with this. Excuse me. I don't know what just happened. Man. Excuse me. That just felt like something was trying to strangle me. I was like, hold on. Dang. This sinus drainage, I'm telling you, because the weather keeps changing. I had a sinus headache for like 2 days on and off. I got one now, and I haven't been taking any medicine for it because, you know, it's just the weather on and off, and the sinus drainage, and these sinus headaches just keep on coming. One day it's cold, next day it's kind of warm, and then it's kind of cold, and then it's warm again. It's Friday. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to be 62 here in Maryland. Or Sunday. Either tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday. Either tomorrow or Saturday. It's supposed to be 62. It was only 38 today. It was 34 last night. During the day yesterday it was only 35, and it was 34 last night. It was 38 today. And I think it's going to be like 60, like 60, this is a dark gold. Let's see if this light gold. I'll get both of these out because my gold pen is gone. And I thought this one was like brown, but it wasn't. It's like gold. And then, so one is gold and the other one is champagne gold. That looks almost like it was snow on top of the bell. This looked like snow a little bit, and this the ribbon. But I don't know, so I just went on, colored the whole thing. Because this looked like snow dripping off of there. I don't know. So we won't color the whole thing. We'll leave that part up there as if it were snow. I don't see no difference in these two colors. When you first color with it, you can tell that this one was darker. But once the ink dries, they look the same. They look the same to me. Okay. All right. And now I think we can do, let's just do inside the windows. I was thinking about leaving the Christmas trees white and just add some bulbs to it. That's what I was thinking. I'm not sure. Can we do this edge here? I wasn't sure about that, but I think it's all right. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Okay, and then I think I want to leave the trees. I think I want to leave them white. Okay, now what color should we put up there? I don't really know. And all right, let's see. Do we want to leave our trees white? I think I do. Let's put some bulbs on it. And just I told myself about putting them on the outside when I already colored out there. Put one right there. Something like that. It's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Excuse me. All right. What am I doing? I'm not focused. I'm just picking up something and thinking that's what I did. Okay. All right. Now, let's make this will tie in the bulbs, this right there. Just put it here. Okay. And all right. Okay. And yeah. All right. Okay. And okay. All right. Now we will make them gold. Let's make these stars gold. Make them gold. Okay. And then this is a string of lights pulling off the cap. This is not even on there. um, how I do that. And it's gonna look like a plug. Something like that. I don't know, but I don't know what I just did. It's okay. All right. Now, the door is white with some wood grain in it. And then the only orange I got is going to be a neon orange, and I don't want to use neon. Okay. All right. Okay. And then let me do something right there. I'm not sure what. Maybe. Let's just use red. We'll use red. It's okay. After all, this is Santa's house, so red is his favorite color. Red is his favorite color. All right, and so I think that's going to be it. Let's use a different blue. That's the kind of blue I should have used for the snowman, but I didn't. Okay. And I think that's it. I think we're going to call that one done for tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Friday night for day 27. It's been 26 days. So tomorrow will be 27. If you have not subscribed, perhaps you will consider subscribing tonight. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.